Today's August 16th, 2024. XDefiant's about to have another double XP weekend. The last one was on July 25th, if I'm not mistaken. As of recording this video, their tweet making the announcement about the double XP weekend coming up today until next Monday has 865 likes. This got me to wondering just how much the double XP weekends increased the in-game population, and if I could gauge the excitement or feelings towards the game based off the responses on Twitter, such as how many likes the post got as well as the comments. I'm also going to be hopping on the game this weekend at various times on both keyboard and mouse as well as controller with input-based matchmaking on and off just to test queue times, which have definitely taken a hit on keyboard and mouse lately for sure. Obviously, the comments on the most recent XDefiant Twitter posts are not as positive as ones closer to the launch of the game, with them getting more negative as time has gone on as people are getting simply impatient and feel let down on various aspects of the game. Going back to July 25th, the post about Double XP Weekend had 1,700 likes, nearly double the interaction from the most recent Double XP Weekend announcement. It also got over 3 times the amount of impressions in general on Twitter, showing that it was just much more of a trending topic in general at that point of time. Now going to June 6th, the previous Double XP weekend prior to that, there was 5,600 likes on the post, with a decent bit more impressions, but not by such a drastic margin. At that point in time, Season 1 was more fresh and burnout had not set in for many players. As I stated earlier, the comments were also more positive. Looking back on the most positively received post on Twitter for the game, there was 21,000 likes, which was on May 2nd announcing the release of the game coming soon. Keep in mind a post like this was likely sponsored as well as some other ones around that time in order to build up some hype for the release, but that doesn't take away from the organic hype that was surrounding the game at the time. I think this is some good data to look at and see even though Double XP is not new content, it does bring some hype around the game because recent posts on Twitter have not been nearly as positively received as this. Recently, they made a nerf to snipers. I'm honestly not too mad about it. I think it affects keyboard and mouse worse than it affects controller players. It could be toned down a little bit on the flinch, but the change they made to the spread just makes the rifle feel more inaccurate when you already have to jump around the corner really fast, ADS really fast, and hit them before they even land a single bullet. It just feels kind of bad. Feels like it almost encourages you to just hold lanes with the sniper more, or just get lucky with having bad opponents that aren't really paying attention quite as much. You know, you can still catch people off guard and everything, and you're also going to benefit from the desync sometimes. You know, you're either the one on the receiving end or the one benefiting. I just feel like I'm missing a lot more shots that I swear are on target after the recent patch. I'm kind of curious if they did double XP weekends more often what the effect would be on the player base, you know, like if it was just a regular thing. I'm also really hoping next season when they add new camos and stuff that it's just not tied to weapon levels. I think we need more of a variety of different challenges and progression systems within the game. Just things that make people come back, you know. Even if you don't necessarily feel like playing something like the Double XP weekend, you come back just for that sake of efficiency and it brings people back. It's healthy for the player base. It adds more variety in your matches. It's not just the sweaty players, you know, and that's especially something that I'm curious to see as a keyboard and mouse player. Is the queue time really going to speed up over the course of this weekend because of Double XP? I know it changes from time to time. That's why I'm going to get on it early in the morning, midday, nighttime, and just check. I've always been one of those like grinder efficiency style players. I always get on at least twice a week just to get my double XP tokens and stack them for a weekend such as this. So I don't even know what I want to level up. If I want to level up snipers still, I don't even need camo for the TAC 50. The Battle Pass skin is pretty good looking in my opinion. Maybe the L115, maybe the M44, I don't even know. I honestly think for the game to get into a way better state, they need to do some type of massive overhaul. They need to like drop 2 seasons worth of content in 1 season. 3 seasons worth of content